Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be telling you how I stay productive during these times where we're under lockdown and how I stay productive while working from home. So before I start, just a disclaimer, I'm not going to give you any new unique tips that's not been told before. I'm just going to reiterate the things that I do, so it's a kind reminder for you guys if you already have those apps and are looking to stay productive and looking to implement some of these things. It's a reminder for you guys. So the first app I use is Reminders, and I feel like it's such an underrated app. I don't remember anyone that I know in real life uses this app. So when I use that app is when I'm not around the working environment, or if I'm not next to my laptop and if a client calls and I'm not in a situation where I can get it done immediately. I put it on the reminders with the context of what the conversation was about, and I put a timer to remind myself at a later time where I'm actually available next to the laptop. And it really helps a lot, because the amount of times where I've had calls and I've had things to do but I didn't note it down anywhere, or I just thought to myself I can remember it later and I'll do it later, and missed is a lot of times. So I was like, okay, let's just start using this app, and it really helps a lot. One thing I like about this app is that it stays in your notification tab. Even on lock screen, every time you open your phone, that reminder is gonna pop up. So it's always right in front of your face. So it's very hard for you to miss out unless you choose to miss it out. But it's such a nice app. I get reminded, and sometimes when the time actually comes and I'm busy doing something else, I kind of forget about it. I'd leave it like that, and the next time I open my phone, I see it on the lock screen. I'm like, I get reminded again. I also use this for a lot of personal things. Let's say I've ordered a cake for a birthday that is happening next week, and I've ordered it today and I want to follow up on them. I put a reminder to myself saying maybe one day before the actual delivery date, I kind of remind myself to follow up with the person. So things like that is what I use this app for. Really helpful, really handy. Again, very common app. I'm sure people use it. The next app that I use is your inbuilt calendar. Again, I don't know a lot of people who uses their calendar to religiously put on every single task that's there on the day, but I recently started doing that. It's nice to visually see that you're not being completely restless and you're being productive, and you see where your time is going and how much a certain task is taking your time, and it's nice to get organized with your day. And obviously right now in like lockdown period, it's not too much, like not much is happening, so my day kind of looks like this. I have 3 different categories: personal, work, and YouTube. So, and it's all different colors, so I know which task takes up the most of my time in a day. So yeah, this is a good way for me to see how I spend my day. So when there's a lot going on in a day, or like say a weekend, and I like to put everything onto this calendar and have a organized thought. So yeah, again, love this thing. I know a lot of people also use calendar as reminders, where they set themselves calendars in wise, saying like I have to finish this task between 1 to 1:30, and they follow it, and that's one other way you can use this app. The next app that I'm going to talk about is a very common, much used app, Notes. I love this app. Honestly, I use it every single day for different purposes. It is literally a digital brain dump, and I have almost everything that I need in this app, and I have my information that I need to remember, I have my video ideas listed, I have things to do, things to buy, groceries to buy, and I also, like, let's see if I'm on a call with a client and if they're giving me a lot of things to do, and I just quickly put it on this app so I don't miss out on anything. Again, I know everyone uses this app, it's not a new thing, but yeah, it's such a nice, very another underrated app, I would say. I also like the drawing feature in this app, where you can literally like draw if you are trying to draw and show someone. Yeah, love this app. 10 on 10. And the last app that I'm going to be talking about is the Gmail app itself. I'm going to geek out about this app for a while now, okay? So one feature that released for this app was the snooze feature, and I absolutely love that feature. I swear by it. It's kind of sad. At work, you send a lot of emails, right? And once you send an email, it goes to your send section. It's not in your inbox, not in your site, not in your mind. So I tend to forget the things that I sent, and I kind of miss following up. So when this feature came out, I started using it. So every end of the day, I go back to my sent links section and I see what all emails that I've sent and what all needs to be followed up, and I quickly snooze it to a time where it's appropriate for me to follow up, and that day it just pops in back to your inbox, and it's just a best thing that's ever happened in the Gmail app. So I really like it, and it's such a useful feature for you to not basically miss out on anything, because you always tend to start something and it kind of leaves you hanging and it's just like you never close it. This feature is just the best. It helps you not forget things and follow up on the things that you started. The next thing that I do in Gmail is I label things. I label things into either, let's say if it's work, I'll label it to client wise. If it's personal, I'll label it to a certain category wise. And you can do like fun little things where you can assign colors for certain labels, and it's really nice. And one thing I like about this label feature is that if you're searching under that label, it's going to show up the results from that label. So it's very organized, it's not all over the place, and you know you have the things you want to have under that label. So it's really helpful for me to like organize my tasks and things that I do, and love that. And to organize my tasks itself, there are three things that I know people do. One thing is leaving your email unread until the task is done. That's what I do, but a lot of people obviously don't like doing that. So what few people do is they move that certain email to the designated label, so it's not in your inbox and it's not cluttering. It's done, it's moved, it's out of your inbox. That task is closed. The last thing that I do in the Gmail app is keep. Again, I use that for my work only. I don't really use it personally, but for my work I use keep a lot. I have different boxes assigned for different clients and different tasks, and I note down the things that I need to get done under the specific category, and I remove it once it's done. And it's again a good reminder to visually see the things to do in subcategories. So love that. And the best part about Keep is it's again in your inbox itself. It's all in one screen. Your emails are here, your Keep is here. It's just easier for you to note it down, and it's amazing. Love that. So those are all the apps that I use to stay productive. Obviously not most of them are inbuilt iPhone apps, but there are two other things that I do to again keep me from distracting. One is to keep all the apps that I usually tend to go and get distracted at the back of my phone, like let's say your shopping apps or Pinterest or stuff like that. It'll be in the back of my home screen in a folder where I don't usually look into. So it's in a normal day I don't get distracted because I don't see it in my main home screen. So that's one thing that I do. And the next one I do is at night. I've set myself a reminder to sleep. So it's not like your reminder, it reminds you daily, it's automated, and it's like your do not disturb kind of feature where you set that feature to remind every day at a certain time. For me it's 11:15, and after 11:15 I would not get any notifications or calls. All of them will be silenced, and I won't get any notification after that time period. So unless I go inside that app, I wouldn't know what's happening. So that's the feature I use to like end the day and just move to my downtime. So the last two things that I do is to track how my day has been and just try to be more mindful about my health. Screen time and sleep tracker. So in screen time you can actually see how much time you've spent on your phone, and it's not healthy for me right now. It's been a very tough week. Right now it's a lot, right? So now I'm conscious, like okay, I should probably not look at my phone for a while, and like after work I should probably not do it. And it's good for me to like realize and self-reflect and on how much time I'm spending on my phone, and just take a break if needed. The last thing that I do is to track my sleep, and it again helps me to see how much I'm actually sleeping and the sleep that I'm getting. Lately it's not been too well, but now that I'm looking at it, I know I have to get a lot of sleep. So you can just see this tracking in the app, and it's nice to see how much sleep you're actually getting. So that's it for this video, guys. Again, I did not mention anything that's new or not been done before. It's just maybe a reminder from my end. Maybe if you're already looking to stay productive and looking for ways to stay productive, and if you found any of this helpful, that's the idea of this video. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it interesting. If you like this video, then give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel because there's a lot more videos coming up. And if you have any video suggestions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! And it's literally a digital brain drum, bro. So they move the so what